MrPokke, I found a video discussing certified banger and EVANESCIA's damage calculation. Skills off dropping after 550 beyond, and then the gains are negligible. Since EVANESCIA hit the cap, least still struggle to 300 points. Wouldn't you say EVANESCIA is much closer to a cap than Silverwolf? Yes. Yes. But it is not so much the damage for the individual ultimates, but how frequently can you cast your ultimates? So from this point onwards, it will start scaling off a lot, right? But if you do get more bangers, you are able to access almost one turn, if not every other turn outs. Whereas compared to Silverwolf, she still has the fundamental issue of not hitting the 120/240, especially with 240 hidden MMR. So both of them have room to grow, and it ultimately will just depend on like if Dawei wants to push Silverwolf more, or if Dawei wants to like maybe make both of them the main push at the same time. It's like, imagine if Phynon and Castris, they use the same supports. If Phynon could also use Evanite, or if Castris could also use Ceredra. But I don't think that's gonna be a case too much. Just speculation. Do you think Elation sustain will be like Hyacinth? The thing is, remember, team is Nina, so they need a sustain no matter what. By Elation team members over the farm. I think no matter what happens, they will definitely make a Elation sustain. It is just, do they have a alternative for the Elation sustain? So if you take a look at what happened to Hyacinth, there are no alternatives to Hyacinth. Because you almost had to play a sustain, especially with Castris. Maybe Evan could try sustainless. And if you didn't want to pull for Hyacinth with a Castris team, you had no other 4-star options. And now, unfortunately, in HSR, 4 stars died. Right? So even if you don't want to play Elation Sustain, you don't have a thing called Gallagher anymore. Because back in those days for Super Break, while you could play Sustainless Super Break, right? You could play Lingsha. If you don't want either of these two options, you could just run Gallagher. Right, but because there's no longer a possibility, and I don't think they'll ever release another 4-star in the history of like any other 4 stars. I think that the Elation Sustain's priority is still gonna be pretty up there, right? So that is gonna be my 2 cents. Also, that's a pretty good question. Thank you. Remember Xue Yi, who Mr. Streamer, what if the new support makes Silver trigger Elation skill multiple times, blah 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 blah. It will fix both Silver charge and break EVANESCIA. Just use. Okay, it technically already happened in Currency War, because EMC triggers your Elation skill twice. So EVANESCIA as a unit, she doesn't really care as much about her Elation skill compared to Silverwolf. But the good side is, it will be very, very reliant on the enemy matchup as well. Because EVANESCIA's Elation skill has very good AoE matchup, because it's not a bounce. It is just straight up AoE. Whereas Silverwolf's Elation skill, it is still a bounce. So that will really depend on like how they want to push out the favorable environment to either Silverwolf or EVANESCIA. And I think from all the points, like from the 1 minute 50-second trailer budget for EVANESCIA, I think it is definitely a lot more likelihood that Silverwolf gets the preferential treatment instead of EVANESCIA. So blah blah blah. Alright, very good. After seeing your island tiers, I'm curious, when is the best time for players to decide to pull for Eidolons? Because some of their team's DPS Eidolons is not the best vertical investments, like Remembrance. Ding, ding, ding. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna let this TTS play out. Thank you so much for the 80 months.
Is wonderful thing. Last week, people didn't post about Nicole, and now, after the CC server from CNN numbers is out and shows she is better on paper, people now love the character and want her so bad. Hoyo fans can't escape slander and come back point in any game, just like my favorite pink girl, the daughter of Eidolon, the demigod of time, the heart of Furious Ely Cyrene.
Thank you to for 80 months. You know what? I actually prefer chatters yapping, because it is way better than chat just spamming emotes like a fucking hive mind. Oh, he, oh, bo. Bro, like, that is, like, at least a little bit more engagement. So I do appreciate that too, right? Any case, yes, I absolutely agree. Hail Nicole, hail Cyrene, hail everyone else in the moms. As I was saying for this, after seeing your Eidolon tier list, when is the best time to pull for Eidolons? Personally, as a free-to-play player, I only think of pulling for Eidolons after a team is complete. It will make, number one, the most sense because you have a complete team. So you have like less likelihood of changing your mind. Number two, a unit's launch team and the launch DPS, they are paired with shield environments to the point where your performance is already really good without Eidolons, right? It's only after the shield environments and enemy goes away, then you have the Eidolons to supplement your original team and make them compete against the brand new shield environment, right? And number three, if you were to pull for Eidolons right now as a free-to-play, the opportunity cost is you might just be greedy and stupid, and you see another brand new DPS, and you're like, oh my god, fuck the old team, I'm just gonna go for the new unit, right? So those are the three reasons why I will wait. All right, that's a great shot, by the way. That is a great shot. Thank you so much for getting me that. Hello, Mr. Streamer. I have a very important question because I'm lost. I have E6 blah 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 blah. But my question is y'all want to okay, I think for now, right, there's no point thinking about this because we don't have a Yaoguang rerun. And we don't know when's the Yaoguang rerun, right? And between the current version, which is version 4. Not even 4.3, 4.4. Because 4.3 is Blade, right? So between 4.4 to the end of version 4, you are either gonna be going for a Yaoguang rerun, or if they want to go for the Elation Cyrene. If there is no Elation Cyrene, then Yaoguang is a very safe pool. If there is a Elation Cyrene, then you might not even pull Yaoguang in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. When it comes, it will come. Thank you. Yeah, fuck the clip. MrPokke, thank you so much for your time, patience, and effort that you put into the Eidolon tier list. We truly do not okay, you know what, bro? You know why I keep reading MrPokke? The amount of non-paid chatters appreciating my content as I strive for excellence for you guys, it does bring a smile on my face. That being said, you put E2 Archer too low. Therefore, all your hard work was for nothing, and now the tier list is invalid. I will now explain why E2 Archer is insane and should be at least 2 tiers higher. Even same level as the DOT Eidolons, just a tiny bit worse than E1. This Eidolon is actually insane because of the relic set is Quantum. Most real Archer mains get Cypher Lycone and Sparkle E2, so the defense ignored from the Quantum set is highly valuable. Okay, let me just stop you right there for 1 second right now. Right, let me stop you right there for right now, right? Do you see this particular picture? Where the hell is Blair? Where is Blair? Okay, do you see this picture right here? This is E2 Sparkle, right? This is E2 Sparkle with 30% defense now, right? So in your own words, you said most real Archer mains has E2 Sparkle. So do you really think I should be placing E2 Archer on the same tier as DOT when you literally just said they will have E2 Sparkle? And never this. But the Quantum set needs Quantum winners for it to have full effect. The E2 allows you to get a relic set without wasting a character slot. Like, oh. Okay. Doing so is like you're running a 5-man team instead of a 4-man team. This Eidolon is necessary for Archer mains because there's a lot of bosses in the game that are single target but do not have Quantum winners. Matchups like Hule, Ligus, Kafka, Ecor, Swarm, Elation, and more are all difficult matchups at E1 and formalities at E2. The damage difference is massive, so if you're an Archer main, do not skip out on the E2 if you want to play him constantly. You know what, Virus? I can agree with this. This is an agreeable statement. So my verdict is, because of your well thought out response, I am officially bringing up Archer's E2 by 1 tier, right below Miss Sparkle's E2. And that is my final verdict, right? Thank you for your insight. Thank you for the comment. This has been a very, very healthy discussion. My verdict, Archer E2 goes up by 1 tier below E2 Sparkle. Thank you, Mr. Vi. What about E2 Killswitch? Fuck that fraud. Guess the cause when? Very, very soon. Can we skip personal questions that have long essays? Chat, type 1 if we skip say questions. Type 2 if we read every single function. Okay, so basically, y'all have nothing better. Y'all just want to watch me look at silly RSA questions. Alright, that is very, very interesting. MrPokke, I have been playing HSF for 6 months. I need your infinite endgame wisdom. My support's damage is homeless compared to yours. Is it worth to start Reddit grinding for my supports? Or do I keep trying to squeeze out God rolls my... Okay. I don't think Reddit rolls determines your support's DPS output. Because they are support, they should amplify your DPS, like your main DPS damage output. Okay, like my gears for my Cyrene and my Hyacinth and my Tribi, I shit you not. My free-to-play account has better gears. My free-to-play Cyrene has more crit stats, more keep crit stats, and more Hyacinth speed. Like, I'm being so for real. But my main account still does more damage because there's this thing in HSR called Eidolon. So that's gonna be my suggestion. Hello, MrPokke. Next time you play Andy, we'll do some all-around lasers very, very soon, but I want to do the endgame content first, so that's gonna be... Hello, Mr. Stella Sora. Just know that it's right now it's Kava without Black Swan. Shia is not Black Swan. Oh, should I be... Yo, is Chodo Made here? Is my Stella Sora expert here? Should we skip Shia? Because I do want to pull like a light DPS, bro. And Shia was like the end all be all of like light DPS, right? Should we pull Shia? Not me, it's Claudere. Let me ask Claudere right now. Oh, Stella guy. That is very, very cool. If Final ever gets a Noah Flare, how would you Noah Flare Final on E0 without relying too much on E2? Reduce the count needed to get your enhanced skill. So instead of like you need 4 stacks, make it 3 stacks. I think it's a very small change, but it will substantially make him like way, way, way stronger. Because your basic is always minimum 2, right? So if you're up against like some situations where you can use taunt on like 3 target enemies, you might squeeze out 1 extra enhanced heal without wasting that 1 stack. So from 4 to 3. I think that will be a pretty nice change. I didn't plan Arcadia arc won't end before I go to Astropolis, but rather we just make an emergency detour to Astropolis before we come back to plan Arcadia. Really? Is that so? This Lycone is... Yeah, bro, this is good, bro. This is a good ass Lycone, right? W. Name 1 converter that has in him on her to become the main push twice in the future. No cap on a stack, Cyrene. I don't think anyone else has the potential besides Cyrene. Because Cyrene is like OG Honkai shit, bro. Right? It's like OG. So like she dies, she comes back to life as like space Jesus. Like literally from the fucking Bible. I think this will be the highest I do. Mr. Gamer, is Eva E2 or pulling for Yaowen better? Is there a Yaowen right now? No. Then you can think about it. Who do you think is the most aged milk unit and what is the most aged wine? No bias, please. This is without a shadow of a doubt, Argenti. Ratio would have been up there, but ratio was free. Right? So no shadow of a doubt. It's literally just Argenti. So that's that. Fine wine. I feel like it's gotta be Sparkle, bro. Because Sparkle was like 2.0. So she barely just made it to version 1. Then she got a Noah Flare, and she's in like best in slot teams, and she's given for free, and she can upgrade items. So that would be my response. Yeah, Sparkle, right? Okay, anyways, I'm very in this. Oh, wait, okay. If you're a DOT main, Kafka. Yeah. If you're a DOT main, I'll go Kafka. But if you're not a DOT main, then Sparkle, right? Is Yaowen really better than Tribi for Ultra? I genuinely don't know what is the context for this. Because maybe for some show environments, Yaowen is better. Because you get the instance to like dispel. Like for example, the chicken elite, right? If you don't dispel bro's stance, you don't deal any damage. Or rather, you don't get a additional damage taken and free punchlines, and then he'll kill the teammates. So for those like very, very niche enemies, maybe. But I think generally speaking, it's probably like not gonna be the case, right? Mr. Anomaly, I have 3 core Silverwolf team. Who is this? Who the fuck is Brick? Oh, you put EVANESCIA and Silverwolf. Why? Why, bro? But TLDR, yeah, I'll definitely get y'all. Hell, Bob, hell, greatest, most Honkai star real player that has ever lived. All this discourse is making us the best thing in life. Theoretical discussion. With all that being said, and the Silver Brick versus Silver Brick versus Eva Agenda is crazy. I'm worried about Silver's future prospects as a unit because as a phenomenon I'm calling it as the Killswitch situation. What is the Killswitch situation? Essentially, it is a character's mechanic or part of a character's kit that makes it more vulnerable to HP inflation. 净流 pre-Nova Flare, Hyacinth, Firefly, pre-Dahlia, Eidolon without Serenity. This is fine, by the way. Bro got anti-art. So this is like completely fine. Ideally, these units want to out once and kill all enemies. Failing to do so result in a slow clear as you need to build that enhanced state back up. While I believe that EVANESCIA does not have a kill switch, still does because the latter's content over reliance on status proccing status skills. Simply stated, if HP inflates status skill procs less, Silverwolf better, blah 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 skill. I'd like to ask your opinion on this matter. Given the current roster of Elation, I'm simply overestimating the necessity to proc status skills. Okay, first of all, what the fuck is stellar skills, guys? Or am I a tourist? Do you mean elation skill? It is an intentional design bonus to allow detect how long the credit will be useful for. I'm guessing characters that needs to stay in their ultimate state. Right? That's why it's Jingliu, Firefly, Finon. Finon, it's okay. There are a lot of ways to do without Cyrene. In fact, a lot of Zero Cycles don't even care about Cyrene. You actually want to kill Finon with a +0 hate piece so that bro instant counts with the ultimate again, especially against units like Ligers. So this is fine. Firefly pre-Dahlia, the downtime was not that bad. But this was a huge bottleneck, which definitely made her like more relatable towards Rappa and Boothill. But they've basically fixed that solution with Adalia. So if Silver right now has reliance on progging skills, they can just give a simple band-aid solution, like how Dahlia was a band-aid solution for Firefly's ultimate archetype. So I can just basically see that Jingliu is just basically Mr. Streamer, I have completed as far as blah 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 blah. What would you do to recommend you fix your break account? I think this account is actually pretty good. You have like a E1 EVANESCIA with Yao Guang, right? Then you can combine with your EMC, and then you have an E1 like your EVANESCIA's team is completely fine. Your Saber team is also not even that bad. You could just basically run, bro, with Sparkle. Oh, you don't have Sparkle? Okay. Probably wait for a Saber Nova Flare. Who knows? Bro, imagine if Fate Collab ever gets a rerun, right? They introduce Saber's best in slot support as a Fate Collab unit. Like, okay, check. Theoretically, bro, imagine like Shio Mia becomes a unit. Like Saber's master. And then like bro comes in as her best in slot support. That will go pretty fucking crazy. So I think I'm fine. Mr. Bogey of the Lake, what is your wisdom? Is this good for free to play? Are you okay? What the fuck are you doing, my man? You know what? Goryo is Goryo. This should have 1 more 0. But yes, that's very, very good. Your favorite viewer here, I just got EVANESCIA and won the 50-50. Yippee! I am very happy as a free-to-play player. Should I get Huang or just use Ezio as one higher seed? Oh, okay, my genuine suggestion, Mr. Genshin guy, wait and see what is their lineup for version 4.4. Because the drip marketing should be soon, right? I think it's like next week or the week after. They're probably gonna be doing drip marketing for version 4.4. And then if it turns out to be an Elation unit, you can just, like, if it is an Elation stain, you can just get it. Because for right now, I don't think that's like too big of a need anyways. You should be fine. What do you think about this, guy? Okay. Wait, he's playing Star Rail right now? Oh, okay, you know what? I was literally about to mute you, but seeing how you're playing Star Rail right now, saved. I forgive you. I forgive you. Alright, yo, help me get this short. That is a good ass clip, bro. Holy yeah, man. Alright, chat, with that, we have went through every single Ask Pokke, every single daily village. Pokke Broad Thread, please don't sign up anymore. My Sarah is basically just gonna go birthday. So guess the cost. I will get to this one fine day very, very soon. But today we have a lot more things to discuss. First off, with the Lycone tier list. Second off, with the team cost tier list. Exclamation Discord. I love all of my channel, all of my communities, and I will see you guys very, very soon for our next day of daily village. Thank you, CZN new character. Okay, chat, do you guys just wait for me to finish Ask Pokke, then just bomb me with links? So that this will be the first time I actually read chat, and then it will actually get through. Yeah, because when I go through daily village, I legit don't look at chat. Because if I look at chat, I'll get sidetracked and it will just never end. Okay, before we go through that, how do you get attention? You know what can get my attention? A sub. A sub, a biddy, a prime, that will be very, very good. Okay. You have cooled your last cool, my man.